Hey, everybody, this is Fat Albert. This is Bellman. Hey, the Coon Prairie Ramblers, and we've still circled up, and we've been talking about, what were we talking about?
Get a job.
Get a job, yeah.
Every morning.
How's that go?
Every morning and week. Get a job.
Oh, that song.
Oh, yeah. By the, what's the name of that group? The Silhouettes.
The Silhouettes.
I think that was their one and only hit.
Yeah.
The Silhouettes. Jobs. We've had different jobs over the years.
Hey, actually, this is the F-bomb.
This is the F-bomb, so we're going to have to drop that bomb.
We'll drop it.
All right, y'all ready? Here
Drop it like
go.
it's hot.
Right now.
Oh, yeah.
There it is. What if? We're talking about jobs. What if you could have any job in the world? If you'd be in whatever physical shape to do this or do that or whatever. I mean, if you had the complete command of all that, what would a job that you would like to have, what would that be?
Well, you know what? It's just dreaming. But when I'm on YouTube, I always go, I'm always looking at music. I'm always listening to music. I would have loved to have gone. I know it wouldn't have been the right career choice for me because I wouldn't have ended up with a family or something, or I'd end up dying early or something. But I should have went off to music school, conservatory.
And did what? And sang what?
And then ended up like Polly Holiday, riding around in a VW van, doing Broadway and things like that.
Oh, I thought you were going to say being a famous tenor like Pavarotti.
Well, that would be the plum, yeah. But you know what? The thing is with Pavarotti, you guys were saying that a regular guy is singing, that you don't, like Willie Nelson, he doesn't sing that
great.
great.
Don't have to try very hard.
Yeah, so nobody really expects that. If he makes us a mistake, so what? But a guy like Pavarotti or Placido Domingo, they can't make a mistake.
Exactly right.
If they make, and I watched Pavarotti on a YouTube thing, and he was saying that he went really powerful. Well, I heard it. He went sour in one of the operas, and on the high note. And he says no. He says there was no excuse for that. He says because people pay good money, and they expect perfection. And he says there's no excuse for not giving them perfection.
Too much pressure.
And he was hard on himself.
I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Too much pressure.
So you could have ended up as a waitress in a restaurant saying, "Kiss my grits."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Polly Holiday.
Like
Frodo. That was.
And then
she was somewhat of your muse.
Was she your muse?
My muse?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? When I used to do musicals over in Sarasota for the Players Theater, and we did Three Penny Opera. And the last time that show was ever done, Polly Holiday did it at the Players in Sarasota.
And you were there? You were part of it?
No. No, she had done that back in the 60s.
That'd been cool.
That's because she was attending the Ringling, what's that, the Oslo
Theater.
Yeah, she was, that's where she was getting her training.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
She died a couple
You know what?
But
you know what she ended up doing?
Kiss my grits.
Yeah, but after that, she was the lady who got slung out the window in the Gremlins show movie.
Right. Okay. And you know what? Yeah. We are probably the three only men in DeSoto County that know who Polly Holiday is.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
She was a redhead, reddish
I don't know what that says.
Worked at Mel's Diner.
Says about us, or what if, but that's another story.
That's another story.
Aside from that, I've never had any guidance in my life. When I was a kid, I never knew what I wanted to do.
We can tell. That's just quite obvious.
And you've been very successful at
That's right. You found your calling.
Yeah.
You have found your calling.
I've been very successful at being mediocre.
That's me. I don't like okra. Casey, what would your favorite thing be?
Well, my favorite, what would I have liked to have done?
What would you like to have been?
That I didn't do?
Yeah, for a job or something.
You know what? This little thing we're doing now, not that we're getting paid for it, but this could have been a very interesting thing to have done at a younger age.
Sure. Been a shock jock or what?
Hey, we could have been.
Well, I don't know if I could have ever been a shock jock. I like this laid back format we have. You know what I mean? I've never wanted to be the greetings, hey there, everybody, how are you doing today? And a Mel kind of person. I want to be that.
Okay, boy.
Actually,
tell us how you really feel.
No, I was kidding. I'm more the, just here, what you see is what you get, what you hear is
That's right.
Not what you wanted, it's what you got.
Yeah.
But I just think it would have been interesting during the years to have been on the radio, or never wanted to be an actor or an actress, but I could see how this would have been
The click and clack
a
thing.
cool gig. Because most times, 4 hours a day you work?
Exactly.
Yeah. And then you do show prep. Then you kind of prepare for
You
the
got to
next
make
day.
personal appearances here and there.
Yeah.
And you get your face on billboards and.
Hey, when are we going to be called on to do a personal appearance? Well, a live, remote.
Okay, who's listening out there that would like the Coon Prairie Ramblers to
Do
come
a
and
live remote.
Our schedule is open.
That's right. And
Yes.
You feed us lunch and we will be there.
No Wednesdays or Fridays, please.
If you cook it, we will come. You got to feed us lunch.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, we'll start out at the Brew Crew.
At the Brew Crew?
Yeah.
Okay, we can do that. Now, Yurika's coming with us. She's our manager. She runs
Yes,
a tight
she
ship
gives
here
us
in the
signals.
office, and that's right. And she knows how to signal us and stuff. So we're lost without her. So we'll be bringing Yurika too. So you got to feed 4 of us, whoever's out there listening. Coming
What about
soon
you,
to-
Brother Luke?
Coming soon to your car opening of a car dealership or a donut shop, or preferably something with food.
Hey,
wash.
donuts. That
Car
would have been a
wash.
good deal for us
Yeah.
to do the donut thing.
That's right. You do a car. If it's a car wash, we're coming in our bathing suits. So be careful.
And,
what
and
you
we
ask.
love
Hey.
donut shop openings.
I'm hoping that never happens.
So are they. They're all praying right now.
Okay, Luke, how about you? What was it that you would have liked to have done?
I don't know. Sometimes I used to think I would like to have been a professional football player. Of course, I'd have had to have been about a foot taller and about 100 pounds heavier, but I would have liked to have done that because I like playing. I didn't play in school. I wish I had, but played a lot of sandlot afterwards and when I was in school, and I really enjoyed that down at Nocatee, and I wish I could have maybe done something like that. But maybe the coffee shop troubadour thing to some extent, but not. It would be if it didn't get on my nerves, if I didn't have to play for hours and hours on end, and if it were like a little more of a intimate setting, like at night with the, kind of like they used to do back in the days when the beatniks would get together and read the poetry and
Yeah.
and, that kind of deal, where you could do eclectic music rather than get up there and having to sing Margaritaville 10 times over a period of 4 hours with people coming and going. I mean, that gets old real quick. But to get up and with other people and take turns and do eclectic stuff that you've written yourself, or recite poetry or read short stories, I think that would be fun. They say that if you want to never work a day in your life, just figure out what you would like to do the best and figure out a way to get paid for it, and you'll never work another day in your life. So that would be fun.
We should get
You know-
paid for this.
Yeah, it would be nice.
I'll vote for that.
My son had posted something on Facebook today that he just loved doing what he does. He is a golf course shaper, and
Yeah.
he actually, looks forward to what he's going to do. Looks forward to new jobs. There's a lot of creativity to it. And he loves being outdoors. Who doesn't like? Any guy loves working with heavy equipment. I mean, that's
Yeah,
tools,
giant Tonka toys
things,
to play with.
things that make noise. We love that.
Power things.
Hey, I would have loved to have been a cook too.
Okay.
I didn't think about that.
Well, not a short
A
order
chef?
Not a short
No, a
order
chef.
cook. That's just too
Well,
much.
not
work.
necessarily a chef. I don't think I'd want to have been a fancy man chef.
With a little hat on.
I'd like
I
to have been
would-
a pastry chef.
I'd have weighed 500 pounds if I worked in any kind of restaurant.
Yeah, me too. Because you got to taste that stuff. Make sure it's right.
But of course,
Yeah, a pastry chef, that'd be
Yeah,
good.
Butter for sure.
Bacon.
Oh, you said not butter. I hear.
I always
You
thought
sound like butter, and I hear butter. Bacon. I hear you say something like bacon, and
you say bacon, I can smell it.
have a bacon restaurant. Well, my first job was a busboy in a restaurant, and I had back then I thought, man, I want to have my own Ray Nateman's Pub East. Ray Nateman was just an individual guy, but I thought I wanted to have a Ray Nateman's Pub East. I wanted to have one of these places.
I wanted a restaurant, but you're married to something
Yeah,
like that.
right.
If you got people you can really trust, you're married to that job.
Yeah, and then you have your slow, like in Arcadia here, man, you die in the summertime.
That's right. You live and die by the tourists.
Yeah, so I'm glad I didn't get into that.
yeah, some of those jobs sound a lot better than what they would probably actually be
Yeah.
to us. In our minds, we picture them being different from what they are. I think we think it'll be easier than what it was, but
And we don't have a clue because you haven't done it, so you don't know
Right.
what all it entails and how much if it's something you really liked, and you could wind up hating it if you're not careful. Just like if you were, a writer wrote books, like Mel's written a book, but if you do that for a living, you live and die by your last book, and they want a sequel, and you
yeah.
got to try to live up to that.
yeah. And I know you don't do it for a living, but I'm sure it's very hard to come up with a weekly article in the paper.
It does get old, but after 30-something years, you start thinking, well, have I said this before? Then I say,
Yeah.
well, if I can't remember it, maybe they didn't either. Then there's
Well, you know
times
what? I've heard it said. There's nothing to be said that hasn't already been said.
absolutely.
There's just different ways of saying it.
You're just rearranging it. Is all
Right.
you're doing. Nothing new under the sun, as they
Yeah,
say.
right.
Only 5 original ideas. I've read those, but I forgot what they were. And everything else is a variation thereof.
And how many love songs are there?
That's right. How many
Yeah.
different ways can you say that?
Yeah.
You're saying the same thing, but trying to say it a different way.
A love song is somebody's left me, and a love song is also I found somebody.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And
That's about it.
it-
We're down to a minute already. How time flies when you're having fun and not getting paid. That's all right. We're making the most of it. So we've labored away here, but
I still ain't got a clue as to what job I'd want to have.
well, just the right one hadn't come along.
Yep.
I thought you wanted to be a Broadway star.
Well, that was like I said. The disclaimer on that was that probably best that it didn't happen.
I tell you what, it'd be fun to have a job where you got up and you parodied the songs. That way you could mess up all you wanted.
Yeah.
You could pretend
Yeah.
to be a Broadway
Blame
star.
it on it.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
what I meant for it to be.
Exactly. You could have fun with it. Well, we're down to about 20 seconds now.
I think it would be a castaway.
A castaway. Well, people would probably prefer
No.
if I was a castaway.
No, thank you.
A 3-hour tour. All right. Well, our tour is about over with for today, so we're going to have to catch up with you next week. Y'all stay put.
Gotta go pay the piper.